Hi everyone. So today we talk about adlabs, how to use the optimization groups to make your ads profitable, efficiently, fast, quick, right? So in the previous video, if you don't know, there is on our YouTube channel, there is a playlist about adlabs, how to use it to manage PPC profitable, how we do it, because we have 9 years of experience, manage over 600 marketing campaigns. We have a process to double profitability in 24 hours. So there is a lot of stuff, and this is one of the software that we use. Also, if you if you don't know, you can get a free trial, but also there is this discount here. You can type success when you want to upgrade. You get 25% off for 3 months. So if you want to test it, is worth it all the way. It's not very expensive too. It's one of the cheapest, best PPC softwares on the market. It's not AI managed. Is He has formulas to um, estimate the optimization, and then you need to approve each bidding as you want, each optimization suggestion. So it's one of our best tools. So we optimization groups are in the section. If you go into the menu in the T section where you see the desktop screen, you click here and there is the optimization group. The optimization group are used mostly to set up target ecos. So when you want to optimize, you need to define your margin. Then based on the margin, you define the TECOS. Based on the TECOS, you define a ecos hypothesis to get the defined TECOS. And you define this ecos hypothesis based on the current ecos. So if you have, for example, 50% ecos and 25% TECOS, you are 100% sure that you need to decrease the TECOS, you need to decrease the ecos. If you want TECOS 10%, you probably need to decrease the ecos by half or something like that. And what you do is you do an hypothesis, you implement this hypothesis, you see the results after you have data. Data can mean 1 month, 2 months, 1 week, 3 months, 3 weeks, 1 year. And based on that, you define again the ecos hypothesis. Often the relationship is double ecos, but it really depends on the niche. In very competitive niche, you can have like triple, 4-time, 5-time ecos, right? It really depends. You need to see your current metrics with adlabs. You can see the relation between the TECOS and the ecos. You can estimate how you need to change the ecos to drive the TECOS. It's similar to driving a ship in the ocean. You can direct the ship, but you need to continuously update and see where the ship is going, because the ship is moving into the sea and it's very hard to predict exactly the trajectory, right? Because sometimes it will move a bit on the left, a bit on the of the right. It's the same with TECOS. So there is not a specific correlation that is very, very specific with the ecos. I mean, there is, but it's too complex to calculate. It's not worth it. So we drive it with ecos and we see the ecos direction. And what we do, we have ecos hypothesis, and then the target ecos, and then we have also the target ecos of the optimization group. So we usually have 3 ecos. Ecos hypothesis is what we think we should have as an ecos, right? The target ecos is the ecos that we put into adlabs to use as a optimization metric, to use as a target. And then we have the realist the TECOS that sorry the ecos that is 100% sure that we need. So I know it's very confusing. The reason we have 3 ecos is because um, the hypothesis is what we think we need to reach the TECOS. we have an ACOS that we want to reach in the ad group, right? But also we have a target ACOS of the optimization group that could be lower or higher compared to the target ACOS. Why? Because softwares are not 100% precise, especially when the data are slim, are small. Sometimes, for example, if we want to be more aggressive, we will put a target ACOS a little bit less than what we want in real life because we want to be more aggressive. Or sometimes we want to put it higher to be less aggressive. It really depends. I also be thinking before, sorry. Also, the reason why we have different ACOS is because the target ACOS optimization of these optimization groups happens on the target level. So keywords, placement, product targeting, right? But we have actually, usually we have 3 or 4 different ACOS. So we have the full account ACOS. We have the campaign level ACOS. So each campaign has a ACOS that you see in Seller Central. In the ad dashboard, you see an ACOS. If you click in the campaign, you see a different ad group ACOS. And then you have the target ACOS. So sometimes what happens is you have the perfect target ACOS on the target that is maybe, let's say, 25%. But if you go on that group, the ACOS is higher, is 30%, because not all the targets are optimized, and some targets are maybe out of a target. And then you have also the campaign level. So if you have a lot of groups together, you will have also a blended ACOS for the campaign level that maybe it will be higher. So usually the target at the target level is lower, and then if you move to the ad group is a little bit more. If you go to the campaign is a little bit more, right? Also keep in mind sometimes the targets have higher or lower ACOS, but usually what we see, there is some targets with spend that is not converting enough or has not conversion, so they end up increasing the final ACOS. So just I want to finish this video. I don't want to make it too complex, but if you want, let's say 10% ACOS, you want so let's say 20% ACOS on the account, you will probably have at campaign level, you will target around 18% ACOS in each campaign. In that group, maybe you will want to see something lower, 16, 17. And then at the target, you will need to have ideally 20. But at the beginning, if you want to have the ACOS that is good at the account level, you probably need to be lower because you will have a lower target ACOS on the targets, but then you get ad spend not converting that is increasing the ACOS on the account. So yeah, just this is because if you have a client, the client, or if you have an account, you have a target of margin of ACOS that is very precise, very specific, and you need to understand that even if you put the right ACOS here, you will not give the right metric at the end because there is a different level of ACOS, and you end up having wrong ACOS at the end, and you don't understand why. Just is a little bit advanced point. So I want to finish this video. If you want to know more about Amazon PPC management optimization, because it's very complex, you can go in our description or YouTube video description. There is a link to our best PPC guide, how to make ads profitable in 24 hours. There is our website or link to book a call with me or one of my expert team members to get a free analysis and plan with your PPC strategy or Amazon strategy. On our website, there is 4 guides, I think, 4 guides, advanced guides that you can get for free about all the strategies that we do. You can also get our free tool, AI tool. To do that, you need to opt in the PPC guide, and at the end, you have the option to do a meeting to receive for free this AI tool that we use to make strategy with Amazon PPC. So you have all this free content, and then there is the playlist on our YouTube channel with all the adlabs tutorial, and there is a main video of 33 minutes about the adlabs general overview about the tool. And you have the discount, 25% off if you write success in the checkout. Thanks, see you in the next video.